Hello everyone. Today I am going to discussing about the how to formulate the LP model by an example problem. Let's see the problem. A company produces two types of leather belts, say type A and type B. Belt A is a superior quality and the belt B is of a lower quality. Profits on each type of belt are 2 and 1.5 per belt. Each belt of type A requires twice as much time as required by a belt of type B. If all belts were of type B, the company could produce 1000 belts per day, but the supply of leather is sufficient only for 800 belts per day. Belt A requires a fancy buckle and only 400 fancy buckles are available for this per day. For belt of type B, only 700 buckles are available per day. How should the company manufacture the two types of belts in order to have a maximum overall profit? Formulate the model. Let's see the solution. The first step is identify the decision variables. For this, observe the what are the products or company to be produced. In this problem, it is given in the first sentence is a company produces two types of leather belts, say type A and type B. So here decision variables are, let us consider x1 equal to the number of A type of belts which having the superior quality, and decision variables x2 is the number of B type of belts which having the lower quality. Step 2 is identify the objective function. For this we have to observe the words of profit, cost and the least number of product. In the problem, it is mentioned that one the profits on each type of belt are 2 and 1.5 per belt respectively. And also have to observe that one the it is given that one the maximize the overall profit. So here objective function is profit. Let us consider profit is the Z, and also here I have to maximize the overall profit. So here objective function is maximize Z. So objective function maximize Z equal to the 2x1 plus 1.5 x2. Next we have to find the constraints. For this, study the data and note down all the points. So here it is given that one the each type of belt A requires twice as much as time as required by a belt of type B, which means, for example, product B production time is 10 minutes, means product A production time is the 20 times. And also it is given that the type B, the company could produce the 1000 belts per day. So it is given that one the rate of production of belts of type B is 1000 per day. Hence the time taken to produce the x2 belts of type B is x2 by 1000. And since each belt of type A requires twice as much time as a belt of the B. How yes it is the time is the double, then the production time how yes it will be off. Then the rate of production of belt of type A is 500 per day, and therefore total time is taken to produce the x1 belts of type A is x1 by 500. Then the constraint in the production time is, here available resource is 1 day and production time of the x1 and x2 variable are the x1 by 500 and x2 by 1000. Then the x1 by 500 plus x2 by 1000 less than or equal to the 1 day. It means 1. So x1 by 500 plus x2 by 1000 is less than or equal to the 1. And one more constraint is here. We have to observe that one. So leather is sufficient only for 800 belts per day. So both of the A and B require the leather material. So which is the that leather material is sufficient for the only 800 belts. So therefore total number of the type A plus type B, which means x1 plus x2 should be the less than or equal to the 800. Moreover, I have to observe the few more data. That is the belt A requires fancy buckles and only 400 fancy buckles are available, which means x1 is less than or equal to the 400. Similarly, buckles point of view, one more constraint for the belt type of B is here it is mentioned that only 700 buckles are available per day. So then the x2 is less than or equal to the 700. Then the mathematical formulation of the this type of the LP problem is, sorry, here maximize. So I did the mistake here. It should be the maximize z equal to the 2x1 plus 1.5 x2 and constraints in the production time point of view. So available resource is the 1 day. Then the x1 by 500 plus x2 by 1000 less than or equal to 1. On leather material point of view, so quantity of the x1 and the x2 should be, you have to less than or equal to the 800. So x1 plus x2 less than or equal to the 800. Similarly, buckles point of view, x1 is less than or equal to the 400, x2 is less than or equal to the 700. And here x1 and x2 both are the non-negativity decision variables. Thank you.